join our palms together, we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teachings. Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsum Kong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa and homage to Master Dukten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. And homage to the main deity of Homa today. The Golden Mother's Tiger Head Vajra. Dancer Gatso, Duten Siddhi. All Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here over the internet. Good afternoon. How do you do? I would like to announce for next Sunday, June 12th at 3 p.m. It's Padma Kumara Homa Fire Offering Ceremony.
Hello， 对不起啊，师尊，我搞错了，是长寿佛的护摩，下个星期才是。这个6月12号是长寿佛，对不起。
6月12号是长寿佛。
The master made a mistake. So I read it wrong. So it's actually Longevity Buddha. So it's not my mistake, it's yours, right? So it's Longevity Buddha. And because it's your mistake, so I said it wrong. So the Longevity Buddha Homa Fire Offering Ceremony. Long life Buddha. Oh, so sometimes you print the wrong thing. So, long life Buddha. Many people don't need to register for primus applicants. Why? Because many people don't want to live a long life. One time I wrote longevity on a painting, and she's very angry. And she returned the painting. She didn't want to live a long life. Only those who don't want to live a long life will live a long life. And those who want to live a long life will not live a long life. So lifespan, it's not up to you. So in this Saha world, Once you clear your karma, then you can go back. But if your karma is not cleared yet, even if you want to go back, you cannot. Dream on, don't even think about it. And if your karma is not eradicated yet and you want to leave, you wouldn't have it so nice, not so good. So, but you want your life, you want to be able to be in charge of your own life. So probably it's better if you want to become primary supplicant. It's better to be the primary supplicant. Today we perform the Homa of Tiger Head Vajra. And the Tiger Head Vajra is a transformation body of Golden Mother. She has the same power as Golden Mother, because she's a transformation body of Golden Mother.
在五行来讲起来，东方属木。
In the formless realm, the east belongs to the wood element and the west to the metal or gold element, and the south is fire and north water, and the center belongs to the earth element. So 5 elements. So in Taoism, there is the wood father and Golden Mother, and then the water god and the fire god and the elder earth. So Golden Mother is in the west. That's why she's referred as the Golden Mother of the primordial Japan. And in the east is the Donghua Dijun, which is the great emperor of the east. So the west belongs to the gold or metal element. So in Taoism, we say that the Donghua Dijun, the Emperor of the East, is a dragon and Golden Mother is a tiger. So her original form is the tiger, the transformation body. So she can subdue all sorts of negativities and spells and black magics. It's tremendous, unbeatable power. So has the same power as the 5 Herukas and Vidyarajas. In Tantrayana, the 5 Dhyani Buddhas transform into the 5 Herukas, and the 8 great Bodhisattvas transform into the 8 Vidyarajas or wisdom kings. So they are the wrathful forms of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and the Tiger Head Vajra is the wrathful form of Golden Mother. So I don't refer to her as just the Tiger Head Vajra, but as Golden Mother's Tiger Head Vajra. That's how I address her, and she's helped me tremendously. For the body deliverance of the 1,000 Dharma vessels, she's in charge. The Golden Mother's Tiger Head Vajra in charge. And then Amitabha Buddha appeared. So these 2 deities are the most important ones for the body deliverance of the 1,000 Dharma vessels. so she can eradicate all sorts of negative energies, negativities, also eliminate all afflictions. And with her decree banner, everything, heaven and earth will listen. And she can all on the wind and the rain. So today is a wonderful day. The rain was very heavy. And the sun is shining. In a while, the sun will shine. Now it's brightened up. And just now, that was like all the bling blang, all the sound of the rain and wind. So that's a very auspicious sign. This is another Kung Fu novel, Sanhua Yan is maybe only Master Lian Chuan ever read it, and Grandmaster too. It's like a myth novel. So at the library in Taichung, there was a book on this myth, and my dad borrowed the book, and after he finished reading it, I also read it. Sanku, the three ancients myth. It was in that legend, it was written, the origin of the Tiger Head Vajra. That all the gods of all places will have to listen to the Tiger Head Vajra. So the primary supplicants today, if you want rain, you will get rain. If you want rain, you will get rain. And someone asked, so the primary supplicants are fortunate, and how about the non-primary supplicants? Are we also fortunate? Yes. A man is talking to the woman, and the man said, lady, you're as beautiful as a flower. And the woman said, so you're saying that I look nice? No. I'm just saying you look like a kind of flower. And the woman asked, what kind of flower are you talking about? And the man said, a sunflower. I'm looking like sunflower? What part? And the man said, with a big or large face and without waist. If your life is in darkness, pray to God and ask Him to to free you from darkness. And after you pray, you're still in darkness, then you have not paid your electric bill. Now we'll get on to the main subject, question and answer. Question from Taiwan, Liu Ruixin. Homage to the lineage of Guru, living Buddha Lian Sheng. Peace be with you. I have a question. Once I had a true experience. One day, I prayed to Medicine Buddha to Bardo deliver my grandma who was attached to my body. All of a sudden, the Medicine Buddha appeared from the sky and became a drop of light and entered through my apex, following my spine to inside my body. It was very real and I could feel it clearly. Seeing how free and easy Medicine Buddha came and went, I felt very envious and got me thinking, if I can be like Medicine Buddha to become a drop of light and shoot out of the body through the apex. Afterwards, I started searching the books to no success. And I also tried very hard to push myself out of the apex. But it wasn't like what I imagined it at all. So my question is, if I push myself, light drops or soul, out of my body, does it mean I will die? If after I shoot out and I don't die, does it mean that the light drops inside my body becomes the illusory bodies? Or is there another practice especially for illusory body? So, two questions. So for the soul, you use the qi inside your body to push your soul out from the apex or the opening on top of your head. Will you die? And then if you don't die, does it mean that the light drops inside the body becomes illusory bodies? Or is there another practice especially for illusory body? Now let me ask a question. If you can raise your hand, please do.
看到有接受到，或者看到师尊的另外一个身，不是真实身。
If you have seen or have experienced Grandmaster's other body, not this physical body. So, if you have seen or experienced Grandmaster's Dharma body, please raise your hands. Please stand up. Who is that?
看到师尊的这个法身的，
举手啊！
哪位？因为你蒙面。
Because you're wearing mask, I cannot tell.
Sally. Okay. Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer. Anybody else?
这个连喜，连燕喜，这个哇，很多哎
Many.
很多人哎。那个是出去是可以看得到的。
So you can see them and you can sense them or feel them, experience them. They're very real.
确实是可以给人家看到。
They can truly be seen. It's not to be spoken about, like, oh, I have so many Dharma bodies flying all over, but nobody else have seen them. But you need to let people know.
有时候啊，这个法身可以教导一些
And the Dharma bodies can teach you things
可以对话，
and can have dialogues with you.
有的时候有可以看得见，
And sometimes you can see, sometimes you can feel.
这是真实，
It's real.
不是只有在西雅图，哎，因为
And not only for those in Seattle,
就可以知道是真的法身。
because Grandmaster lives in Seattle, so you can see and know or feel Grandmaster's Dharma bodies here. No. Even if you're in Russia or Norway,
或者在这个阿非利卡，
or Africa,
你都可以看得见的。你就是住在北极，
you can see.
你也
Even if you're in the North Pole, you would be able to sense it,
是这个国
to receive it.
能够感应到是。
So there are disciples in many different countries that can feel Grandmaster's Dharma bodies in and outside the countries. Is Judy here today?
感应到，
Did you?
有啊，有这个， 可以
Yes.
看得见吗？
Could you see?
看见都有，看见都可以看得到，都是看得到。所以这个很多看得见的，慧文
Can see. How about Hui Wen?
你感觉得到，
She could feel it.
这都有的。
So it does exist.
男的呢？
How about the man?
啊？有相片为证，他说世尊在做父母的时候，
There are photos when Grandmaster is performing Homa.
OK， 就莲子上师啊，在马来西亚做父母的时候，
When Master Lian Zi was performing Homa in Malaysia,
在上
and in the photos there was Grandmaster in there.
都去
So the Dharma bodies are everywhere. In Indonesia too, Singapore,
很多地方都有，
many places.
都显现过，都出现过。
The earth
昨天
appeared.
晚上我讲了，将来我死了什么都没有，
Last night I said once I
还
die
在啊。
that I'll be of no use, but the Dharma bodies will stay and you would still be able to experience them. And they are still photos.
还有人看那个像那个高明路，
And like Gao Minglu, who's in Taiwan now,
看到世尊的法身，
uh,
有那么高。
he could see Grandmaster's Dharma body as tall as two-level buildings, 2-floor, without wearing these high heels. And he could see very clearly, including the monk's back. So it's not just Gao Minglu, and he saw it for a few minutes, not just a flash, not just a split of a second, but he had the vision for a few minutes. So in the future, after I die and return to zero, I can still be seen. So if you push out your soul or consciousness from the apex, then you can become many bodies. That's emanations or transformations outside the body. Also, the disciple from Calgary could see too. So, if you push your soul out, you will not die. So, otherwise, how would there be the transformation bodies outside the body? But Grandmaster has not died. So, will you die? No, you'll still be alive.
按照讲，如果一般的人出神，会有一条银线跟着。
Because for most ordinary people, there would be like a thin silvery thread that would hang on to it, so it would be pulled back in. But Grandmaster has many emanation bodies outside the body. So it's like a beehives that when you knock on it, the bees, so many bees would fly out in the sky, and then you have to run away as soon as you can because the bees are after you. So even if your soul leaves your body, you will not die, except when you die. And when your soul leaves your body, then you will die at the moment of death. So if I don't die after pushing myself out of my body, does it mean that light drops have become illusory bodies, or is there another practice? Illusory body is for illusory body. And the illusory body comes from the light drops and inner fire and the qi inside your body. So the combined qi, light drops, and channels. So in Tantrayana it's called the life qi, or life vital energy. If you want to be in charge of your own life and death, when you want to die, you can push your own life qi out of your body, and you don't want to come back, so then you will die. And the so-called illusory body is your qi merging with your inner fire and light drops. A body made of qi, inner fire, and light drops. So the qi, channel, and light drops would produce illusory body. So not like what you said. The illusory body requires qi, channels, and light drops.
交女朋友有什么好处？
What is the benefit of having a girlfriend? The best answer is to speed your growth, to train your speech, to challenge your patience and temper, to change your temper, to exceed your limit, and to ignite your passion and to spend your money.
当年我20岁。
I was 20 then, and she was 22. I made a confession to her, and she rejected me. This year, I'm 50, and she's also 50, and she confessed to me, and I rejected her. She has not changed at all. She still likes a rich man, and I also haven't changed. I still like the 20-year-old one.
好，我们今天讲维摩诘经。
Okay, today we will continue to talk on the Vimalakirti Sutra. Last night we talked about the great wisdom. So what is great wisdom?
就是一切智。
It's the wisdom of emptiness. 一切智 and 道种智, the wisdom of existence is falsehood, and then the third wisdom is 一切种智, which is the wisdom of the balance of the two. And we can also say that the great wisdom is the wisdom of a true emptiness and the wisdom of indiscrimination. And then add the two together and balance them, that would be the great wisdom. So in the 10 Dharma realms, what are the 10 Dharma realms? Buddha, the realms of the Buddha, Bodhisattva, Prataka Buddha, Shravakas, the heavenly, human, Asura, hells, hungry ghosts, Aprata, and animals. So the 10 Dharma realms are established on top of emptiness. So if you only focus on the wisdom of true emptiness, then it's easy to fall into nihilism. Then you can neglect the cause and effect or karma. Like on the moon, is there karma? So you think there is no karma. Wrong. There is still karma, cause and effect. What is cause and effect? Even if you have a very slight self, then there would be cause and effect. Although it's extremely difficult to reach no self, and you have practiced but you still have the very slight self, then because of that you still have cause and effect. So when we talk about purity, the purity of the self-nature, or the purify all self-natures. So when we talk about this purity, how can one be completely pure? There will still be a very slight impurities. So as long as you still have it, then the karma will be right there, right in front of you, in all 10 realms. So the 6 sleeper realms. And if you abandon the 6 sleeper realm, you reach the 4 sixthly realms. Even there, the karma and cause and effects are still there. So it's inconceivable karma is. So you cannot say it's emptiness. No more karma. There is still self. Even when you have the view of emptiness, your actions and conduct are not empty. And even if you have emptied everything, there's still that very slight self. And as long as there's that slight self, then there would be karma. So therefore, we say that we cannot neglect karma, cause and effect, because karma is inconceivable. So the wisdom of true emptiness would mislead people to make a mistake. So, and then the wisdom of discrimination or discerning. So the wisdom of true emptiness is what we talked about last night, that everything is false, nothing is true. That's why we said in the Heart Sutra that form is emptiness and emptiness is form. And form is none other than emptiness and emptiness is none other than form. That's stated in the Heart Sutra. It's the same as in the Vajra Sutra. What is real? The reality, the real thing is emptiness, and emptiness is the real thing. Form is none other than emptiness. So existence is emptiness and emptiness is existence. But the existence is falsehood and it will become empty too. That's why we say that form is emptiness. So what you see is also empty. What you come across is also empty. But it does exist. But it's not real. That's why there are the three views: emptiness, falsehood, and the middle. Because when you execute both the wisdom of emptiness and the wisdom of existence, there would be the wisdom of Tathagata. So the wisdom of true emptiness is the wisdom of the arhats, and the wisdom of existence is the falsehood is the wisdom of the bodhisattvas. So what is the fundamental conduct? It's very simple. To attain arhatships, you need to practice according to the Four Truths. So arhats or sravakas practice those. And bodhisattvas, how do they practice? Through the 6 paramitas, as we all know. Giving, precepts, endurance, diligence, meditation, and wisdom. So by relying on these 6 paramitas, by perfecting them, that's the fundamental conduct of bodhisattvas. And the fundamental conduct of the Pratika Buddhas, this is in the 4 sage librams, is the 12 link conditions. Causes and conditions is how to transcend the rebirth realm. And for the Buddhas, is the 37 factors of enlightening factors. And if you practice them, eventually you would attain Buddhahood. So the fundamental conduct of the Buddhas are the 37 enlightening factors. In order to attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, which is the right realization, you need to follow the Dharma, the fundamental conduct to practice. And the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Noble Path, the 6 perfections, and the 12 link causes and conditions, and 37 factors of enlightenment. This is called the fundamental conduct. So, according to Vimalakirti Sutra, accomplish in great wisdom and fundamental conduct. You already gained the 3 kinds of wisdom, and you have practiced all the fundamental conduct until fruition. Like there are 32,000 bodhisattvas. And what do they practice? What is the fundamental practice of bodhisattvas? It's the 6 paramitas. If you don't, say if you only practice giving, then you can go to the heavenly realms. Talking about giving is not just giving wealth, giving dharma, giving fearlessness. The so-called giving represents all the good deeds. All good deeds are giving. Whatever good deeds that you have done, they have merits. And with merits, you can rise to heavens. Or heavenly realms. You go to heavens. And the heavens are divided into the realm of desire for those who have not forsaken desire. And for those who have not forsaken form, they would go to the realm of form. And if they have forsake everything, that would be the realm of formlessness. So form, here the form does not refer to sex between man and woman, but anything tangible is called form. This is the realm of, the heavenly realm of form. So do you understand now? So talking about giving or generosity is to do all good deeds. If you don't do good deeds, and you still have karma, you cannot go to heavens. Then you would stay in the human realm. And the human realm is considered the 3 good realms, more goodness than badness, more good than bad. But if you do more bad things than good things, like you like to fight or argue, then you would go to the Asura realm. And if you're dumb and foolish, that you're not clear-minded, you cannot accept Buddha Dharma, and you have done a lot of dumb things, then you would fall into the animal realms. And if you have a very strong greed, greed and aggression, anger, then you would fall into hell and hungry ghost realms. Depending on what you have done. Fu Si once said, what did he say? You reap what you sow. Simply paraphrasing, you reap what you sow. That's what Fu Si said. That is cause and effect, karma. So we often say, so if you plant beans, you will get beans. And if you plant melons, you will get melons. It would be strange if you plant beans and you get melons. Or if you plant melons, you will not get beans. So whatever you plant, you would get. Very simple karma. Although karma is, the concept of karma is simple, but karma is inconceivable. Because human beings do a lot of subtle things inside our brain. There are many subtleties and fine and myriad things. It's impossible to deduce logically. Recently on the television, I watched a program like this. When a person dies and the heart has stopped, they discover that the brain is still active. That they have some special research on the brain. We say that when a person dies, that everything that you've done all your life would be like a movie played for you, what you have done. They all would appear in a split of a second. That's like the myth that were told from the ancient times. Like you die and you go to like an altar of mirror and you would see all that you have done. So you would see all the causes and the effects. All of them. And this is not baseless, and the science discovered that after the heart stops, the brain still emits brain waves of all the things that you have done. And you use the eyes of your mind to watch them. And such thing does happen. That it's so progressive that they can check the brain waves to see that the brain has not stopped even when the heart has stopped, and to emit all the brain waves for you to notice, to see. So what's stated in the Vimalakirti Sutra, fundamental conduct. For arhats, through the practice of the Four Noble Truths, sufferings, accumulating sufferings, extinction of suffering, and extinction, and Pratika Buddha is based on the 12 link of conditions, and Bodhisattva is based on the 6 perfections, giving, precepts, endurance, diligence, meditation, and wisdom. They practice this 6, and for each one of them, so 6 perfections, but tens of thousands of conducts and behavior. Just for precepts, if you can strictly keep the precepts, then you would be pure. And if you can be generous and give fearlessly or unconditionally to do all good deeds, and you can endure, you will not lose your temper. If you still lose tempers, very angry, and just speak carelessly, that's the same as your IQ is 0. If you go into rage, you fly into rage, that's no endurance. But if you can practice endurance, then you can maintain stability and will not lose any temper. Then you would still have an IQ. Otherwise, if you fly into rage that the IQ is 0, then you can do anything, and then everything is wrong. So you cannot just fly into rage or lose your temper. For spiritual cultivators especially, that they train so their mind is very pure, very calm. There's no afflictions, no need to be upset or displeased, because everybody can tell. That would be an embarrassment. Then you would be shameless. What is there to lose temper about? Everybody's adult. Everybody's an adult. People just laugh at you. Just laugh at you. Shameless. Why you lose your temper just like that? Just say Amitabha. Endure it. Like a fight between husband and wife or murder, it's just because of this anger. Because at such times your IQ is 0 and you can do anything, and after you do it, that you regret it. So you should never lose your temper. As you like, you need to endure. You have to continue to endure until there's nothing to endure, because you have the wisdom of the true emptiness. What is there to endure? Everything is false. Everything is empty. You will discover that all your afflictions about name, position, money, wealth, looks, and form, all empty. Wealth, looks, name, all empty. I saw Diane. Is Diane here? Yeah, she's right there. I asked Diane. I said, so strange. How come your daughter is so beautiful? She has a daughter who asks for blessings frequently, and the photo is extremely beautiful. But looking at her mom, oh no, please stand up so everybody can see you. Mr. Lian Chuan is good friend with Diane. But your daughter, how come she's so beautiful? And she replied directly, 40 years ago, I was also very confident. 40 years ago, I was also very confident, so that showed that she was beautiful 40 years ago too. She guaranteed that when she walked out, that all the men would whistle at her and they are not the police. So you cannot maintain, or you cannot retain your beauty. Even beauty is empty. Looks is empty. If there's an old woman in her 90s, how can she be like a 20-year-old lady? Impossible. Impossible. Like for men, like Grandmaster, when he was young, okay, like not talking about height. Other than height, I was also, I can prove it with the photo that I'm carrying. But such thing cannot be retained. So looks are false. Wrinkles in the skin and the colors, they all have changed. The eyes were huge before, now the eyelids drooping, and even the earlobes are drooping. They all can change. They all have changed. So the cars will break, the houses too will be destroyed, and the human beings and the real estate properties too. Like with an earthquake, your land would move to somebody else's land. So real estate property in Chinese is immovable property. With the earthquake 921, my land moved to somebody else's place. The 99 peaks and at the Nantou County, there was this case that his land moved to somebody else's land. So they had to do another survey to decide where your land disappeared. So that's the wisdom of true emptiness. And you use this wisdom to eliminate your own endurance. And you're always mindful of this. It's just a phenomena of a moment. There's no need to be angry about. It's nothing. What do you want name for? The name will also be gone. Even the benefits, what do you want them for? They will disappear too. Like the billionaires, Bill Gates, Musk, and many other rich men. The Taiwanese would say that wealth cannot last more than 3 generations. The rich man of Taiwan is Wang Yongqing, and now he's superseded by someone else. Although his descendants are still affluent, but they're not the wealthiest anymore. So wealth is also not forever. It will be gone too. My grandpa, Lu Chang, opened like a vendor, I guess, for oil and dyes, and we were very rich. Had 6 factories or something, and then but it's gone by the time of my father and me. So it's changing back and forth. So money can be gone too. So thinking about this, we can talk about giving. To give wealth, dharma, and fearlessness as much as you can. And you have to abide by the precepts, because only by keeping the precepts you can be pure. And you have to endure. Otherwise, you can destroy things. Because if you don't endure, your IQ becomes 0. These are the fundamental conducts of bodhisattvas. And you will have to be diligent. Since you have walked the spiritual cultivation path, you have to be diligent because there's not much time left. Very fast you would be old, otherwise you're just wasting your life. And then what? Then you'll do it again next life, and you will be reincarnated in the transmigration because you cannot escape it. There is no such thing as having attainment without diligence. If you can have attainment without diligence, I would cut my head for your chair. In the past, my sister always said this. I cut my head for your chair. My younger sister often said that. To cut off her head as a seed for us, to make a seed for us. And I'm saying this too. If you can have attainment without diligence, that's a lie. You have to be diligent in order to have attainments. If you're indolent, you're lazy, if it's only one day, maybe it's okay. But if it becomes a habit, then it would be a month and a year before you know it. And you just play and waste away your life, your time. Where will you go next life? There is reincarnation. There is rebirth cycle. And there is karma, cause and effect. And then next meditation, the Vimalakirti Sutra mentioned it very clearly. He advised Sariputra, every day you sit inside the caves under the trees and never move. Wrong. What is meditation? Is that if you're single-minded in whatever you do, that is meditation. That would be the true meditation. Don't mistake it. You think that by sitting there on the chair, you don't meet anybody, you shut off your doors, then you're meditating? No, wrong. The Vimalakirti Sutra, Vimalakirti told Sariputra, is that benefiting sentient beings? Are you benefiting sentient beings? You're just sitting there. If you still have enter samadhi and exit samadhi, let me tell you what true meditation is. Is when you meditate in whatever you do, that would be a true meditation. Doesn't matter how you live, you're still in meditation. You're in meditation, and you're never apart from meditation for even a second. So Sariputra was repentful. Vimalakirti said that whatever you do is meditation. It's not that you sit there, you close off your surrounding, or in lotus position. Of course, that's the start to train yourself, but eventually, ultimately, that you're in meditation in whatever you do. And you also need to understand with the wisdom, like I said. You use the wisdom to transform everything. The wisdom of true emptiness is to transform everything. I'm watching the war between Ukraine and Russia. It's basically just a game. It's just a game, playing a game. We don't find it to be anything. The Master doesn't. It's just a battle between the red ants and the black ants who don't like each other and just biting each other. That's it. Not so big deal. Red ants and black ants biting each other. That's what a war is. Many people died, but all those will result in a karma. So a bodhisattva, a Buddha, a Prateka Buddha, and a Sravaka, or the hearer or heart, have their own fundamental conduct. So the great bhikkhus and great bodhisattvas have attainments in the great wisdom and fundamental conduct. They understand, they comprehend the concepts, and today I'm telling you the concepts. Please raise your hand if you have vowed the bodhisattva vows. All the ordained monks and nuns would have vowed the bodhisattva vows, and many others too. So if you have generated bodhisattva vows, then you have to cultivate spiritually according to the 6 paramitas. So according to what I have said, if you don't comply, you should pay attention to yourselves. Whether you're a master, a monk, a nun, a Dharma educator, or a laity, you have to cultivate spiritually according to your fundamental requirement or conduct. And this way, then you would have attainment. So they have accomplished great wisdom and their fundamental conduct. Telling the best friend, like if you're looking for a man, you need to know what he can change for you. Like the boyfriend that I have, he's changed 3 phone numbers for me. I think I've told this joke before. So all of a sudden it rained hard, and then there was sun, and then now it's cloudy. So the mental patients, mental disease patients saw the rains, and everybody was carrying the towels and soaps, going in the rain for showers, and except one just standing there watching. And the doctor thought, oh, this person is hopeful. How come you don't go and take a shower? And he said, they're all crazy. I'm just waiting for the warm water. This one is worse, actually. That's all for today on Money Payment. Thank you.